we're going to be farming metal and making large amounts of ammunition. Good thing, Inky's still living. Let's see what we can do with this guy. Harvest some berries, metal. Start processing some narcotics. Get some long neck rifle bullets going. Oh, it looks like we have a purple drop coming down. Throughout the land of Ark, you're going to see drops falling down. And they all contain various loots. Different colors means you need to be a certain level. Let's see, purple. We're good. Let's see what we got. Not bad, an apprentice simple pistol. And a silencer. Garbage. Silencer has no purpose in solo play. Oh, 170, not bad. Unfortunately, I feel like we're going to be fighting this Anki, so let's start beating onto it. This is going to be a swing for a swing. Fortunately for that Anki, I think it's going to go down. Wonderful. Waste not, want not. Let's grab that meat. Grab that meat and the keratin from it. Alright, back to the metal harvesting. Level 40 Trike, not bad. Don't know if we'd win against a Trike. They kind of got a knockback feature, and used effectively, you could take out just about everything with it. Get all this metal, go cook it up. I believe we had metal cooking already, so we should be able to process some kind of munitions. Probably traverse the island a little bit, see if we can't find a good berry gatherer. Excuse me, Trike, you're gonna get in the way. I suppose as we go through all these bushes, we can get macro berries too. Anki is not the ideal way to get berries, but it works. Oh, looks like the metal spawned back. Good. Let's go grab that again. Metal being a resource you'll never have enough. You'll always need metal in this damn game. Beautiful. Yeah, no point going around it all, just mine our way through it. Beautiful. Alright, let's get back to the boat to process some of this. Maybe while it's processing, we can get a trike. Or a stego. Either one would do for berry gathering. let's see where we at. 88 bullets, not bad. We have 43 left. Let's see. Oh yeah, we never even grabbed the resource. Let's go get that. I can't believe this text is still here. I might have to tame it. It looks pretty dope. Now look at that. It's not the efficient way, but we still got over 1,000 narco berries, so it's definitely doable. Let's take all this resource out. Apparently we can't carry that. It's way too much weight. That's fine. Alright, let's get it processing. Yeah, character, I know you're hungry. You're always hungry. Let's get you some food to shut you up. Burn the wood just to burn it. Beautiful. Throw some more of that in. I have more wood in here. Let's burn this. Bam, now we got more metal spitting up. What do we got going here? That works. Let's get some more spark powder spitting up. Going. Let's see. Oh, we already got 200 narcotics. Not bad. You know what? Let's check our level. Maybe we can learn Tranq Dart. Tranquilizing Dart is the next stage in tranking creatures. You got your wooden club, your slingshot, your bare fists. Then you got your bow and arrow with tranq arrows. And then you get a long neck rifle with Tranq Darts. And Tranq Darts are pretty effective. Let's see, can we learn Tranq Darts? Ooh, we can. Awesome. Metal, narcotics, ammo. Perfect, we got plenty of that. Instead of wasting our resources on more tranq arrows, now we're gonna move up to the next stage. Tranq Darts. Don't worry about making too many. You're gonna need a lot. A lot. But with the Tranq rifle and Tranq Darts now, you'll be able to take down a lot more creatures a lot faster. A lot faster. Get some more gunpowder spitting up so we can get some more bullets. There we go. Go. Alright, while those Tranq Darts are spitting up, I've noticed the base needs some more wood. So, let's go get some more wood and thatch. Let's go get a complete load of it. Fill up our inventory on it. This way we don't have to go get more. Let me get my weight to at least 10,000, and then I work on more fortitude. See, the Bronto is actually the best berry harvester. But we ain't fitting no Bronto on that boat. So, Trike or Stego it is. Speaking of that, let's go see if we can find one while we're waiting. I see some trikes and stegos on the other side. Scout their level real quick. 180 and a 40. The 180 will do perfect. Let's go get ourselves a trike. This is the beautiful thing with the raft. While your base is processing, you swing it around and go somewhere else. But your base is still processing. Beach it right here. Perfect. Now we have a line so we can tame some more stuff. Check the damages on the ramps, because I know they took a beating a couple times. Not bad, not bad. Let's get Mr. Inky out of the way. He has no purpose fighting the trike. Before we try to trank anything. In my experiences with this game, it's always best to have 2 items as backup for your tranking. So have, like, say, 2 long neck rifles. Both of them ready to go with tranks. This way, if one breaks, you're not struggling to try to tame it still. Because there's some creatures that you're going to go through 3-4 long necks if it's a basic one. For now, I'm going to keep one as a bullet, so this way we can thin out the trikes. Actually, we're waiting on narcotics to make more. I'm gonna take that spark powder out of the preserving bin. The trick with the bin, it'll spoil the meat faster if there's no power on it, or spark powder to fuel it. So the meat, in turn, will spoil twice as fast. I think we are ready. What level's that stego? Just for giggles. Alright, level 10, poo. 180, you are the one we want. This is the other reason for the bow and arrow. If you are really good with it, you can use it to lure and not inflict a lot of damage. Oh, shot. Try it again. Miss. 3rd time the charm? Yeah. Come on, Mr. Trike. See, that's the beautiful thing with these taming pens. Except when they do massive damage like that. That was insane. There we go. See, when you're taming a trike, if you hit the front plate, it doesn't do much. And it's kind of tricky, too, a little bit from here. So... Ark, you really need to fix your guns jamming, because that can really screw up a tame. It's so bad. Try to stay out of his horn's range. Here, give me a weak spot. There we go. This 180 trike will take us quite a ways. And he's down. Beautiful. So to tame a trike, we need berries. And I just threw them all out. So let's go get some. Yes, I did. But while the trike is sitting there kind of starving out, as I call it, that'll have to do. Now this is a toss-up with the trike. Everyone says miho berries, but I've seen them eat azul berries before mihos, and it does pretty good. So we're gonna see what they want. So 8% a bite. It's gonna take about 12 bites to tame up, so probably about 15 minutes. Hello, Mr. Stego. Here, let's open the door for you so you can get out. Now, Trike taming is relatively easy. You shouldn't have to worry much about the unconscious meter. So you kind of just knock it out, put the berries in, and that's about it. Just be patient. If you want to tame it faster, you would use, say, vegetables, which we'll be getting to eventually. Or kibble. Kibble is the top of the line for every tame. But kibble is a pain to get sometimes, so it's not always used. Alright, we're gonna sit here. I lied, we're not gonna sit here. We're gonna go process stuff in the base while it's taming. Since we got more gunpowder, let's go process this while we're waiting. Start making some grappling hooks, some more ammunition. Grappling hooks you're gonna find are amazing. Once you get used to how they work, you could swing through a cave and never touch the ground. It's pretty amazing. Say you're being chased on a cliff, you jump off that cliff, you hit the hook shot into the wall, you're safe. And the creature following you is just gonna run right off the cliff and probably ignore you now. Alright, let's check on this trike. Halfway, not bad. There's a lot to taming. So I'm trying not to overload you with too much information all at once. There's quite a bit to take in. The initial first and second bite of a tame take the longest. After that, it kind of speeds up. Every bite's kind of quicker and quicker and quicker. And I'm technically missing only 2 more tames. 3 more at most that I really, really need to get. And that's kind of all you really need for serious progression in this game. One being the Dodicarus, a little round shell-shaped creature, which harvests stone. Very, very useful for that. We will be getting one. An Argent for flying. The Argent Tavis is almost like a stepping stone in Ark. Once you have one, the whole map's pretty much open to you. You can do just about everything. And then my personal favorite, the Thalacoleo. I love using the Thalacolios for their climb feature, their combat feature. They're just all around really, really good. And then a beaver, the Castoroids. The beaver is really good for wood harvesting. The mammoth is too. But we're looking at small creatures that we can take with us all over the place. This is pretty much how you start up in Ark. You get your base, you get your tools, you get your food, your equipment, armor. Start getting yourself tames. Traveling around the map a little bit on a raft. One one of the next steps we're going to be doing is making our main base. While you're taming a creature, you want to pay attention to their food. Because if their food runs out, the taming meter plummets, and you have to restart. Not so much a worry with berry eaters, because berries have a high timer, but prime meat tames, stuff like that. You want to pay attention to how much food and the timer is. While we're waiting for it to tame up, might as well go around, repair the raft a bit. Our next location is going to be either the west side of the map or the east side. Alright, everything's repaired. Even the boat's now repaired. Good. Once the trike tames up, we'll be free to move. Fortunately, Mr. Stego is going to go for the ride. But that's fine. Our next adventure is going to be back on the mainland. Perfect, Trike's tamed up. My apologies if you like people naming their tames. But tames don't last long enough for me to tame them. To name them. If one of my tames earns a name, it's because they did extraordinary stuff on my map. Alright, and we are off. Now, like before, we gotta watch out for Mr. Whale. He is a nuisance, unfortunately. Here. Make our way back across. Normally only go to Herbie Island if you really want to gather metal, get a couple tames in peace. Because no meat eater spawns there. It's real peaceful. He got close. Do we head to the right? And go towards, where we're gonna make our base, potentially? Or do we go left and keep taming? Hello, Mr. Pterodon. You just chilling for the ride? Let's go this way. You know, let's go see if we can find a beaver. Because there's a beaver spawn point nearby. If we can get a beaver, keep going left, go up to the, what's called the mosh pit. Get ourselves an Argent and a Dodecarus. We'll be set. We'll be able to build our base in no time. Now, I love building my base in creator mode, just since I get the free ability to fly and all that. But for legit purposes, I'm not going to use it this time. I'm going to build by harvesting and crafting it as we go. Kind of give you guys some insight on kind of how it's possible to do this completely solo. Because I have no teammates on this map right now. And the more people you play the game with, the easier it really becomes. I've ran with up to 6 people, I think, before. And it made the game really quick. We beat a map in a day. I mean, it's really nice. But playing alone, you're going to grind more, you're going to play more, you're going to have to put more effort to get there. Keep coasting along the coastline. A lot of the stuff in the boat is probably almost done processing. There's a good chance we could lose our trike. little delayed reaction on my part. Trike's strong enough to take a hit, though. It's 400, 269, so. Still, let's get this Stego out of here now. Being a nuisance. Alright, Stego's out of the way. That was a pain. Sorry, it was a dead body. Get it off the boat. Now those Sarcos. They drop a certain item you need later on. But we'll get into that when we get there. For now, I'm just gonna collect it for later purposes. It makes the grind a little more bearable. There's certain dinos in this game that are gonna drop certain items. And you're gonna wanna collect them. Every one of them. They're used for spawning the bosses at the end of the game. Alright, Mr. Inky, you can chill up there. Let's go get the pterodon. Ooh, how much do I weigh? Quite a bit. What level is this pterodon? Oh, 207. Say, this playthrough we doing, I'll tame everything fresh. Any playthroughs after this, I'm gonna use my stockpile, because I have so many good creatures in there. Alright guys, off we go again. There's actually one more creature I didn't mention I'm looking for. That's the Baryonyx. It's a two-legged meat-eater. But it eats fish exclusively, and it's really good in the water. Alright, we're coming up on the Beaver Spawn spot. Let's see if we can find one. If we do, beavers are a tough tame. So you need to make sure you have narcotics, narco berries. Honestly, I shouldn't even be taming one. Berries are not the way to do it. Actually, we're gonna skip it. Due to the lack of supplies to tame a beaver. It is doable with berries, it's just a hassle. And I'm not looking to burn through all of my narcotics just to tame beef. Alright, so this sailing thing is going to take probably a good 20 more minutes, unfortunately, so unless anything exciting happens, we'll be right back. As you're rafting, you gotta be aware of rocks. Because as you just saw, the trike got caught, and he got lifted off the boat. I've seen people lose creatures that way, and it's just how it is. It's unfortunate. Craft this guy's saddle. Kind of forgot to. He tamed up in the pen, so it wasn't really much of a need. I'm still too fat for it. Let's see. There we go. Dropped a good 3,000 pounds for it. Alright, Mr. Trike. I'm gonna have to build some stairs there. That is problematic for me. There we go. Another thing to watch out for are turtles. Turtles will stop your boat. They will stop your boat right in its tracks. Our destination with this boating is past that spire in the distance, which they call an obelisk. Those are where you do the boss fights. and they are not for the faint of heart. They can be really, really challenging. I've lost hundreds of War Rexes on just a dragon alone. But this is why we use the raft base for the moment. Ooh, a Baryonyx. I don't have fish. You're gonna have to wait, bud. Actually, no. The lesson you learn in Ark. You see it, check it. You never know if it's gonna be a high level, and if it's a high level, if you can get it, you get it. Ew, 30. Garbage. Don't want it. We can do so much better than a level 30. Let's go across the gap. But yeah, that's a great thing with these raft base. We're in our base now. There is no going back to it. There is no going back to unload. No, you just go to your raft, you drop your stuff off, you keep farming. It's a pretty neat cycle if you utilize this. And then obviously you want to make your main base, because if your raft gets too bulky and it sinks, you could lose a lot of your progress. So it's good to beach the supplies once in a while. Alright, we got about another 10 minutes of rafting, so I'll be right back again. See a couple Sarcos in the beachhead. See one on my left. And I believe there's one in front of us somewhere. You want to be careful with Sarcos, because they can walk right up on the raft. Cause quite a bit of ruckus. Yep, right in front of me. I know which way he's heading. I can, Oh, he wants the Parasaurs. Good. Go to the right, and I'll go to the left, Mr. Sarco. I shall engage you at a later date. Hey, raptors. They're pretty useful. I'm not a fan of the raptor, though. Alright, now we're on the west side of the map. We're right there. And we are heading about halfway up the west side. Oh, there's another obby. This map has 3 obbies, which in turn is 3 boss fights and a final fight. But we fought from those. It takes a while to get ready for a boss fight. Don't believe we're gonna build over here, but I am gonna utilize it to tame a couple things. Mainly an Argent. Because once we can get an Argent, then we can go anywhere. This isn't a bad base spot. And we are gonna have water tames at some point. I should probably let my Cthulhu out of his cryostasis to breathe here at least. Oh, maybe we will build here. This is a pretty nice base spot. Pretty flat. I don't know. So debating where to build the main base this time. It's gotta be a big area though, I know that much. Because you're gonna need room to run Rexes, to train them, to raise them. A beginning Ark player wouldn't know any of that. But it's good advice. You need a big location usually for your base. There we go, the beachhead. Past that hill on our left is where we're landing. That is called the mosh pit. And various things spawn there. Usually all in one big cluster and it ends up fighting each other to the death. Fortunately, sometimes in this game, it's going to be a little sluggish. I could boost the settings to be quicker, 10 times quicker, but then that creates lag issues. Maybe we'll build up there and incorporate a waterfall. There we go. Take this guy out, stretch his legs a bit. Now Trike's very versatile, very good combat mounts for the start. Into the hillside, collecting some berries. And now, make a temporary ramp so we can get him onto the other side. There we go. Just to get him up and over here with the rest of them. There we go. Beautiful. Now we can utilize the Tame pen again. So first thing I want to do is prepare myself for the next episode, because we're going to be building a couple different taming pens. Very useful for this area. Now my pens are not the best, but I don't look to build the best. I look to build functionality. If it works and it does what it's supposed to, that's all that matters. But I think for now that's going to cut this episode. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.